Hey everybody, this is Jerichos, and welcome back to The Messenger. Last time, we entered into the 16-bit. Yes, we traveled to the future. No longer 8-bit, we are 16 with better music, better graphics, and we went through a ruin of a city up in the clouds made by giants. We fought a sky serpent, and we got dropped down into the underworld. Yep, and as we journey through the fiery abyss that is the underworld, I'm gonna let you listen to the music for a bit. Yeah, suitably creepy music. But let's head in here to get some familiar tunes. Hey, shopkeep. Let's chat here. Welcome to the lion's den. Oh, I didn't see any lions. No, I meant... never mind. Yeah, simple as that. This heat is almost unbearable. Come on, I'm happy to avoid certain cliches, but to think we wouldn't have lava to end your epic quest is pushing it. Again, straight to the point. But do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a guy visited by a succubus. Far from being that kind of demon, she offered him a unique chance to visit hell as a tourist. Very adventurous by nature, he jumped right into the portal. They arrived in a room where giant cauldrons boiled over bonfires. They contained people, where little demons with pikes were sitting on the rim to push anyone who tried to escape back inside. Who's in that cauldron? The man asked his succubus tour guide. This one? That's where liars and cheaters end up, she explained. And this one over there, she continued. Oh, that's her talking. And this one over there, she continued, that's for people who hunt for sport. Aghast, the man noticed another cauldron, much bigger than the other ones, and devoid of any demons sitting on its rim. Indeed, that one cauldron seemed to self-regulate. People were pulling back in anyone who tried to escape. And who's this cauldron for, he asked, curious as to who could be so stubborn in their ideology they would rather hurt themselves than rethink their worldview. Oh, that cauldron? The succubus mused. That's for people who think the order doesn't apply anymore when another line opens up at the market. The end. I love it. Okay, now you're just using the platform to vent. What is wrong with you? Are you that guy? Which guy? The guy who's fifth in line, but rushes to be first when a new line opens up. Oh, right, different timeline. Never mind. Yeah, seriously, using the platform to vent, and I kind of love it. Actually, let's see, upgrades. Nope, can't quite afford them yet. They're 400 and 550, so maybe next time we visit the shop. So here, watch out, because the lava will drain. Now, it will drain slower than your fall with the wingsuit, so you want to be careful not to drop too quickly, even with the suit. Thankfully, these fireballs can be used like projectiles to cloud step. I love that even though we've got, these are same enemies we've seen before, they've got a shiny new coat of paint. Because, you know, we've traveled into the future, so they're a little more distinct now. Now these are like lanterns, but when you pop them, they'll alternate between two states. Some out, some in, and they'll go back and forth. Now as we move onward... should not be too bad. Just do this. Yeah. Duck here so you don't get, skewered. And we can get through, no problem. Ow. Fire does a lot of damage. I wasn't sure about this either, but they said I was better than the outdated lives and continues system. I mean, you're not wrong, it definitely is. So now we need to be more careful. Thankfully, we were not too far back, so that was what, our third death? This time, rather than try to be fancy, I'm just gonna go right past you. Head up top, trying to climb our way slowly back out of the underworld. And wait for that. There we go. One of these has got to have... Oh, I was going to say it's got to have a health, but I must have grabbed a health at some point. Don't know when that was. Why am I... Oh, I'm pressing... Yeah, if you press away from the wall... No. I'm not sure why. I was just sort of falling instead of actually jumping. Now these guys, I mentioned before, they take 2 hits, but if you hit them once, they become kind of angry. Can't afford any upgrades yet, but do you say anything new? Nope, nothing new. Now get ready to run here, because as soon as you drop down, spikes. And this one's not too bad, just duck under it, let it pass you by. Heads up, those little dripping lava bits, they're not projectiles, but they will hurt you. They're not just for the aesthetic. And you guys are a little annoying. But not too bad, because I can come around, get... Ow. And kill you that way. There we go. I don't really need to be doing this, but it's personal now. Ow. Especially after I take a hit like that. Oh, hey! But we got a full heal. No, don't leap off that wall. There we go. Drop down. Now, this is a fun one to use projectiles. Because it'll... Hey! He gave me some ammo back. Perfect. And we drop... Another one of those where we just duck under it. I think there's some more... Yep, some more lava here. We're doing good. Only a few deaths so far. Nothing new. You know what? I'm gonna get meditation. I think that'll be slightly more useful. So I'll save up for that. This is not too bad. You just gotta use some of the projectiles to your advantage. You know, I'm honestly not sure somebody could make it through the game without that projectile slashing power-up. I wondered in an earlier episode if anybody had ever done like a challenge run of that, but I think there's some parts you literally have to do it to get through. Now, I'm moving quickly through here, but it doesn't show you that the lava is actually rising after you. So you need to go very quickly. Don't waste time, or it will catch up. And I can't remember if it instant kills you or just does a lot of damage. But regardless, you don't want to mess with it. Oh, oops. No, I want to go right. One of those rare instances where I don't go out of my way to kill every single monster. Ow. But we made it through. And a checkpoint. Thank you. Now here, let's see if we glide all the way over. Perfect. We can get up there for a hidden area with a big time shard. Yes. I forget how much these have. I had 436. Okay, so 65. We're getting closer and closer to that, you know, upgrade. And yes, good, okay. Kind of was concentrating there to make sure I didn't, you know, screw something up. Let's take those guys out first. You are not going to be a problem. There we go. Now you see there's a path downward, but there's a blocked wall. We can't get through there. What we want to do is go down to the left here and secret passage. Watch the lava. It will rise and fall. Ow. Yeah, okay. Lava's instant kill. 5 deaths prevented. Corporal MVP. You know what? No, hang on. Give you these. Because he will disappear after a certain amount of time or after a certain amount of shards. So, if you want him to disappear quickly, get as many shards as you can. Or, you know, you can just wait them out, but... Right, the blocks are gone here, so... Haha, gotcha. Now, we're gonna do this again, and this time, no lava touchy. No touchy. Whoa. No, grab onto the wall. Ow. Better take one hit there than to, you know, eat the lava. There we go. And it's interesting because this opens up a pathway up, which is back where we saw before, but you want to continue on here because this is actually where the power seal is. And smash it. Simple as that. And it looks like there's something left, but there's not actually. Just kind of a weird little enclosure there. So move onward, and this will open up this pathway. Oh man, I love that my shurikens can go through one enemy now. So now we have no reason to go back down. There's nothing to the right, so we want to progress onward. And you can get up there if you're willing to like try and time the attacks on his rocks just right, but it's not really needed. You, however, I am going to kill because, you know, matter of pride. Now we glide down. Perfect. Safe spot, except for a couple of you. Oh man, I'm so close to having that upgrade. Well, we'll get it eventually. For now, let's talk to you. Talk about the level boss. Looks like the Demon General is up next. Be careful out there. I hear he's pretty fast. That's all they tell you. And yes, he is fast, so let's be very careful, but we'll take him on. Nowhere left to run, demon. Why would I run? You stepped right into my trap. We'll see about that. We in this now, champion of the blue robes. Yeah, it's funny. It really is a battle of red versus blue. So here we go. When he does those, holds the like two blades behind him, he's going to dash at you. When he throws it, he's going to go latch onto where he is. You can attack him up there, but he will zoom at you, so you want to be very careful about where you go with that. Perfect. While he's in there, perfect time to stab him a bit. Now, nope. I was about to say, when the blades are like that, he is going to, you know, put a firewall below you. Alright, we're doing good. Now, this part is a little tricky, but you want to lure it low and jump over it. Doing good. Oh, right, I forget. When he's spinning his blades like that, it actually deflects your shurikens. Ow. Come on, slash him, slash him. Ow. Whew. We almost got him. Oh, come on. Oh, we did him. We had 1 health left. Demon General. More like dumb in general. That's silly and childish. I love it. Impossible. I'm the fastest there's ever been. Tell me how to end this curse, or else. Is it that simple in your head, ninja? All of this is bigger than you, or me. I am ending this. Your Demon King is next. Make no mistake, messenger. None of us are leaving this place alive. If I can't have the scroll, then it shall be destroyed. And sure enough, he's one of those I'm taking you down with me types. Blows himself up, and the roof's collapsing. We'll be fine. Nope, no problem. Nope. Okay, fine. Yep, you're falling to your death, down toward the magma. Whew, close call. I got you, buddy. Thanks. I guess we're even now? Oh yeah. What's your name? Manfred. What kind of name is that for a sky serpent? It's not my birth name, but I always wanted to be a butler. Okay. Well, you should dress for the job you want, and not the one you have, right? So call me Manfred. Alright, Manfred. What did you do before the demon's mind controlled you? No time to explain. This is your big moment. And sure enough, saved by the dragon, or sky serpent, Manfred. Oh yeah. I love this music. Let's just listen to it for a minute. Oh, were you hoping for the Western hero? No prophecies for you worm. Prepare to die. Yeah, we're back at the start. This should look very familiar, except, far in the future, so not ninjas, but soldiers? And trophy earned man's best friend. No, excuse me, man's best friend, because Manfred. You, I see Barmathazal failed me once again. Your reign is over, despot. You think this is how it works? Know your place, ninja. Our curse is never ending, and your time is up. As for you, soldier, I can't wait for my minions to make short work of you. So this should start looking a little familiar, but a little different at the same time. That was amazing. You're the Western hero, right? No, Did I travel so far east that I made it back to my village from the west? Everything's so different. Did the Tower of Time really send me to the future? I guess this means... Hey, I have an important task for you. I think. Pardon? I mean, take this scroll. You need to carry it across the world to the top of the highest mountain. Really? I'm 100% down to leave this outpost. Yes, a messenger is needed. A messenger? Godspeed! What? Just take the scroll. And we have passed the scroll on to the next messenger. And so your time as the messenger is up. What do I do now? Well, you could take a few moments to appreciate the reveal that it was all just a loop. No way! I still want to be a part of the adventure. Oh, we'll get right to that. What do you mean? I mean, it's time. Time for what? For you to finally open the cabinet! Really? Yes, go ahead and open it. I'll tell you right now, if you want to do everything in this game, do not open the cabinet. Talk to the shopkeeper. Please do touch the cabinet. I already told you, the cabinet is where it is. Believe me, you are ready for what's in there. There's no skeleton in there, I promise. Hey, do open it. It's not empty. I already unlocked it. Why don't you put that curiosity to good use and open the cabinet already? If you don't open the cabinet soon, you'll have to sit through my boring story. I'm warning you, it's boring. It's philosophical. I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. This is your last warning. You better make sure you have some time ahead of you if you're going to keep doing that. Alright, let me share with you my understanding of Madame Melody's work. After observing so many humans over such a long period of time, and reading as much as I could, some trends inevitably come up. One thing we all have in common is the need to feel like we have value, power, and abundance in our lives. Now, like many things, there are functional and dysfunctional ways to go about these. Say you are dysfunctional. Your sense of value may come from the approval of others, making you dependent on seeking attention, begging for others to tell you that who you are is adequate. You will feel good when you receive positive feedback, but always be one negative comment away from having your day ruined. Now, about power. Dysfunctional people get a sense of power by exercising control over others, sometimes right down to policing the way they talk or who they engage with. They feel good when they have a weak partner or friend to control, but feel depressed and weak themselves when no one is around to feed their ego. Their sense of abundance will often come from material things, displaying of high status or promiscuity. Even though it feels great while the money and the crowd are there, these lack real depth, and the impact of the inevitable downfall would be hard to overstate. For functional people, it is scarcely documented as they are generally busy living a meaningful life. Functional people get their sense of value from an understanding and acknowledgement of their inner worth. Their sense of power comes from an ability to self-contain and let others be who they are, while protecting themselves when needed. And abundance simply comes from good self-care. Now, all of this makes sense in theory, but the idea is to be able to apply it. For this, you first need to master your emotions. As I understand it, everything you experience is a mix of the big five: fear, joy, sadness, anger, and shame. Hey, that should be discussed. Yeah, but no, the idea of those five emotions is not unique to Disney's movie Inside Out. This is a well-held belief. The primary colors of our experiences, if you will. Mix fear with anger, and you get jealousy. Too much sadness in your joy will make you melancholic. The only way to unpack complex emotions is by breaking them down into which of the big five are concerned, and to deal with each of these individually. Easier said than done, right? Consider haunted house stories for a moment. They're always the same, aren't they? It starts off with optimistic fools moving in. Soon enough, odd things begin to happen, and fear ensues for a while. Eventually, the protagonist has had enough and decides to face the ghost. What? What do you want? They'll ask, tired of cowering in fear. As it turns out, ghosts usually know what they want, and it's usually the same thing: for the person who wronged them to face justice and to then be put to rest. That's usually where the killer faces a trial and the ghost body is respectfully buried. And just like that, the house becomes a warm haven again. Did you get the metaphors? If you often feel depressed, irritated, or however hindered in your general ability to engage with life, you're just like a haunted house. Your inner child is hurt and will be increasingly uncomfortable to you until you turn around and ask, what? What do you want? If asked honestly, you will find that the answers were within you all along, and that following through with that inner child's requests is both challenging and life-changing. Only then can you begin the process of discovering your true self to finally get rid of your chains. These were my final ramblings. Please keep in mind that I am but a shopkeeper. Everything I say should be taken with the biggest grain of salt you can find. Please open the cabinet now. And for going through our third lecture, we get the trophy, "You said this was a platformer." I love it! And I'll go ahead and tell you, those are the only lecture trophies in the game. They're a lot of fun to go through, but you can miss them if you don't know to look for them. Please, do touch the cabinet. But you know what? We're saving that for next time. We've completed our journey as Messenger, and it seems like our adventure's coming to a close. But we haven't broken the curse yet, so what's waiting us as the new person takes up the mantle of Messenger? The soldier? I guess you'll have to wait till next time to find out. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.